Hello there guys, it's Stephen here, back with another video. Manchester City have just beat Arsenal 4-1. I'm a little bit bunged up and a little bit tired, so hence there was no watch along, but I had to jump on. I literally had to jump on after that. City have just beat Arsenal 4-1, and I tell you what, even though it wasn't a classic, it's just nice to see City score some goals, isn't it? It was nice lay there on the sofa, feeling tired and knackered and run down, but seeing City score some goals. Of course it had to be when I was just there, blowing my nose constantly on the sofa. Hello to everyone joining in. Hello to Tommy. Hello to Jonas. Hello to Ron. Hello to Buster. Hello to Kai, to XD, to me, Mingy Wong, Shaquille, and everyone else. Manchester City are through to the semi-finals of the Carabao City Cup. It literally is our trophy. I mean, it literally always has been. Last 4 years, semi-finals now, unbeaten in 18 games in this competition, and we're one step closer yet again to another final. And it'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? Yeah, Rod, I'm just a bit run down, cold, tired. My nose has been dripping, unfortunately, Rod. So I have not been very well, but thankfully it's kind of stopped. So I thought I'd jump on and do a reaction video. As you can tell, I look absolutely knackered, but that was nice, you know. I'm not going to pretend that that was a classic game or anything like that. That was a fantastic performance, but it was just nice to see some decent finishes after everything we witnessed. Oh, I just hit myself in the face. I can tell I'm tired. Meant to be my glasses. After everything that we witnessed recently, it was nice to see some finishes that were actually pretty decent. Now we did try, obviously, did try to mess up in front of goal with Gabriel Jesus at one point, but we got it right overall. Foden scored a lovely goal. Laporte scored a header that we should be finishing, and he actually did for once. Okay, I've got to admit, their keeper was absolutely terrible. Like, genuinely, real bad. Like, that guy, I feel sorry for him. He looked amateurish, but we won anyway. Stephen, you look tired. Thank you. No, I do. I am tired. Nicholas even fallen asleep as well. I don't think we've got the corona. Don't worry anything like that. We just both got colds, I think, because we both feel sniffly, tired, and run down and stuff. And Nicholas fallen asleep on the sofa as well. We're both knackered. But other than that, though, I'm fine. Mentally, I'm fine, and I'm happy about that. And that was good, man. Like, not every game has to be a classic, you know. It's weird that I actually thought we played better against Southampton than we did today, yet today we walked off the pitch with 4 goals. I mean, how bad do you have to be, Arsenal, to concede 4 goals to Manchester City this season? But I will take it. It was weird as well, as Frank just pointed out, Zinchenko at midfield. I mean, he barely got a touch, if we're being honest, mate, but it was good to see him in midfield for the last 20 minutes. Zinchenko taking up his Ukraine role. Thank you very much. Oh, bloody hell, sorry, the TV's just gone loud. Nicola? The TV's turned on. Let's go turn it off because it's gone. Hang on. She's falling asleep. Let me sort the TV out. Turn the TV off. Alright. Do you know when, like, you got Netflix on and it just kind of auto plays through to the next thing? I have to change it off somewhere. And thank you so much. The jumper game is strong. It's just a cable knit jumper. I just want to say this game legit showed us how class Rodri is. Says Hugo next to Dino. He was so much better. I thought he was all right. Yeah, I thought he was pretty decent today. I thought Dino actually was a mixed bag. Sometimes brilliant, sometimes a little bit sloppy. Like his assist for Foden was fantastic for Dino. A couple of times before that, he was giving the ball away really sloppily, but then he was also really good at spells in the first half. So, but overall, I mean, as I was saying a minute ago, it was not a classic by any stretch, but it didn't need to be. It literally didn't need to be, did it? Legand, I'm all right, man. I'm just tired and run down. I just don't want to be ill for Christmas, and now I'm thinking, have I got corona? I don't think I have, but you can't help but think these things when you're about to see family on Christmas Day, so you get nervous. Alex saying Arsenal really are bad if we're beating them 4-1. Yeah, I mean, come on, lads. Their keeper, I actually felt bad for their keeper. I actually just laughed out loud at the mistakes he was making, especially that, like, the Mahrez free kick. I mean, mate, really, mate, that was literally right at you. What are you doing? Genuinely, what are you doing? Again, your Plastic City fans, piss off the Mankwad. He can support whoever he wants to. None of that. No gatekeeping. No gatekeeping who can support our club, the Mankwad. I mean, it's tragic, pal. No gatekeeping. I don't like it, by the way, when people say, oh, only certain people can support the club depending where they're born from. Nah, I'm not a fan of that at all. So yeah, that was good, man. That was good. It was a good performance. It wasn't brilliant. I mean, overall, we'll go through the moments individually. The first goal, unexpectedly quick. No one saw it coming that quickly. But it was a lovely cross from Zinchenko. But Zinchenko can't cross apparently. I don't think he's a good crosser. I mean, he put in a nice cross for once, but I don't think that's sudden proof that he's a great crosser of the ball. What we can say though is that was nice. You know, that was nice. That was nice. So we'll take it. I'm putting you in timeout, the Mank one, because you're just being a dick, alright? So, get rid of people like that. I can't be bothered with people who are just here to just troll people. But basically as well, I was really impressed with the goal. Really nice goal from Gabriel Jesus. He should have scored another. There were some real nice moments as well of confidence in the first half from Gabriel Jesus. He was good as well, of course, to see Aguero back on the pitch. As well, it was nice to see as well Laporte get a goal. Now, a lot of people have said that he was probably at fault for the Arsenal equaliser. He probably was. One thing I was saying on Twitter is that I don't think it was a massive mistake, though, and I don't think It's also worth bearing in mind that a mistake can be a slight or lesser mistake, or really, like, some mistakes are unforgivable, some mistakes are pretty poor, some mistakes are kind of like, meh, and, you know, there's, like, levels of mistakes as well. I did think he made a mistake personally, but I don't think it was terrible, because I think he was caught between two minds, because Zinchenko disappeared, and he didn't know whether to mark the guy behind him, or Lacazette in front of him. He should have got in front of him, in my opinion, but I understand exactly what happened and why he didn't. So, I understand where he came from in that world, so to speak. I think he should have got in front of him, but I don't think it was a terrible mistake. But having said that, at the moment with John Stones playing as well as he is, any mistakes, be it small or big, especially the big ones of course, but even small ones will look pretty bad. So unfortunately for him, that doesn't go particularly well for him. But it was a nice goal. It's good to see him score from a goal, and good to see City looking big from corners. We've got a new member as well, lads. A new member. Let me get him on the wall. Who have we got there? We've got... I haven't updated the wall today. I haven't looked at it. So if anyone else who's joined on, it's got Rehan Rajabali. Mate, you are a hero. Big love to you. You're on the Members Wall of Fame. If anyone else has joined, by the way, and they've joined, like, between videos, I've not looked, so sorry if you have and I've not noticed. I'll get you on for the next video, I promise you. Let's go over to the Super Chat box. Where is he? Where's Riyad? Riyad, man, there you are. Let's get your name on there, man. You are now on the wall. Rehan, you absolute hero. And everyone else, of course, on the wall. And everyone else who helps support this channel. God, I do look tired, don't I? No, you should be on the wall. It's not updated, man. I don't know why it hasn't. That's annoying. Let me update it. Let me get that. Why is it not gone? Oh, hang on. I know what's happened here. It's saved into the wrong folder. It'll be on there in a second. I don't know where it's... I'll update it for next time. I don't know where it's coming from. It should be on there. I don't know why it isn't, but where is it? It should be saved into OBS stuff. Okay. New OBS. Okay, hang on. I'll get it on there. I'll get your name on there, Rian. New OBMS list. OBS. Oh, I know what I've done. Wrong folder. Here we go. Now you should be on the wall. Thank you so much. Big love to everyone who's helping support the channel. I really appreciate every single one. There you are, man. You're on the wall now. Thank you so much. Are you okay, by the way? Sorry for waking you up. Nicholas not happy with me waking up at all, I don't think. But she knows I've got to work, unfortunately. But anyway, where were we? Good to see you, Rian. Good to see you. But in terms of the overall performance, I thought Diaz was fine. Laporte, I actually thought Laporte had a pretty decent game, other than that little moment. Personally, I was totally fine with his performance, and I think it was more than acceptable. You know, it was a decent performance. It was all right. You know, Zinchenko was okay as well. He's not a defender, Zinchenko. He's never going to get a chance properly in midfield. I know he got a chance in midfield today, but I think we all probably know that if a good offer came in for him, City would probably accept it. Right back, Cancelo was fine. Once again, just fine. You know, nothing special. Steffen in goal. I thought he looked a little bit sloppy with the ball at his feet initially, but then grew into the game and obviously made a couple of like nice kind of like sweeper keeper moments. So he had a perfectly fine performance as well. I don't think he's a threat personally to Ederson. No, there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think his passing is quite as good as others. Gio, please do not spam. It's very annoying, Gio. Gio said, will Pep to play Dino on his own against small teams to see if it still works. I don't think he's got the energy anymore, mate, but maybe we will see that. But in terms of Fernandinho, I thought Fernandinho was good. I thought he was good, you know, kind of mixed. A couple of times where he's a little bit sloppy, but he still showed his quality that we know he's definitely got. So basically, I thought it was a decent performance from the midfielders. I thought Foden, by the way, like he was in the first half, I thought he was a little bit too kind of, a bit quiet. I don't think it was a red, by the way, Daniel. I don't think it was even close to a red, mate. I don't think it was even a yellow card. So I'm not sure why you got that from, Daniel. I mean, unless we've... no worries, Gio. At least you apologise, man. No worries. But I don't think it was even close. I don't think it was even a foul, mate. So I guess we're seeing different things there, Daniel, in terms of Steffen. I think he got the ball perfectly fine and slightly caught him, but seemed pretty fair to me. But basically, as well... Foden as well, I thought he started pretty quietly, but in the second half he showed his quality. I know he probably was offside, Foden, for the goal, by the way, but the quality of his finish... Oh, I'm already getting tired here. But the quality of his finish, Foden, was like the kind of stuff that we haven't seen much of recently. And then, of course, what made his messy Christmas, Stephen? That'd be nice again, wouldn't it? Merry Christmas to everyone, by the way. But what was lovely about Foden's assist for Laporte is how he kind of drilled it in. It was like a nice whipped cross. That's so hard to defend against when you get that kind of like zip on it and that flat level on it, but still get the pace on it at the same time. An absolute delightful cross into place and position where I would love to see Foden, by the way, on the right every now and then. But who else? Mahrez, I thought Mahrez was fine. A little bit sloppy every now and then. Scored a goal. Keeper should have saved it. We all know that. But he was all right. He was okay. Jesus. Oh, thank you. She just got me a drink. She knows I need it because you can hear it.
You look ill.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Nico's like, you look ill. I feel okay.
I think we're both ill.
We're both not well. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Gabriel Jesus. What do I brew? No, I'm okay. Gabriel Jesus. I'll have a hot chocolate when we finish there, I reckon.
Yeah, just start it.
Yes, nice. We've got some like fancy hot chocolates from Whittard's, creme brulee ones. Gabriel Jesus, good finish for the first goal, of course. My man of the match, probably Fernandinho, I'm tempted to say. I thought Rodri was good, actually, by the way, and that's controversial these days. You're not allowed to say it. But I thought Rodri was pretty good. In terms of the subs, Eunice moaning about Ferran Torres, I mean, yeah, he's not playing well at the moment, but, you know, he was fine. It's a substitute appearance. I'm not going to moan about a substitute appearance too much personally, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I will take that. We've won 4-1. A game that I was a little bit nervous about. I was expecting maybe see a stronger team, actually. I thought Guardiola would go for a really, really strong team. Given City's recent form, I thought he'd try and batter Arsenal. And we went for a pretty strong team. But it was nice to see the likes of Sterling, obviously, and Gundogan, Stones, and Walker get a bit of a rest. Kevin De Bruyne, of course, not even in the squad. Edison get a rest. Obviously, we need these players fit and firing at the moment. It was nice to see them get a little bit of, a little bit of kind of R&R, because sometimes you need a bit of relaxation, and they got that today. I've not seen Arsenal fan TV. I haven't seen it. I'm sure they're going up. I'm sure they're reacting nice and calmly and maturely and rationally, as you would expect, of course. I'm sure 50-year-old men aren't rolling about on the floor screaming. I'm sure that isn't happening right now. I love Robbie, by the way, but I can't help but laugh at grown men acting like children over football, because it's just football, isn't it? Not wrong with getting upset, but if you're rolling about on the floor, you're overdoing it. We weren't good. Arsenal's relegation form says Vader. No, we weren't brilliant, no, but we were fine. And that sort of matters, you know. I mean, we've not been beaten for a while now. And currently, I mean, things aren't fantastic, but I will take it. I will take it at the moment, you know. I just wanted to see some goals. And that is what we got. Don't forget, by the way, guys, please do hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you don't mind. It would really, really, really be appreciated. Get me to 50k. I want it. DTs versus Stephen. Do you know what? No, at all, to be honest. When I was at Arsenal Fan TV, he didn't really say anything to me. Troops was nice to me. He was, to be fair to him, he was nice to me. Robbie was nice. Robbie's lovely. Claude said hello to me when I was there as well. He seemed polite. I don't really know the rest of them, to be honest. I have no opinion of them as people, of course. And they are just playing up to cameras. We all know that. Thomas, hello. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way, if they want to. They get the money, so good on them. And obviously, they're all big fans as well. Fernandinho, absolutely brilliant today, says Rob. Yeah, Fernandinho's great, man. I mean, he's obviously, me and Fernandinho share an age, so I can't call him too old, really. Oh, I'm getting tired now. Like, I was well enough to stream for a little bit, but early on when I started to try and schedule my watch along, I was like, about 7:30, I was like, I just haven't got the energy for this at all today. I could do about 20 minutes, and I know I'd be like, whew, knackered. That's how I feel. He gets 50k, said Alex. It'll just take time, Kai. It will indeed. At some point in the new year, hopefully, it will be there. We should start Laporte. Moore says shush. I mean, I don't really mind, mate, who starts in defence as long as we're scoring goals. I mean, like Stones is playing well alongside Diaz. I mean, I think carry on playing the defenders that are doing really well. I love Laporte, don't get me wrong, but for me, Stones has earned that shirt at the moment, and it's his shirt until he messes it up, and that's how I think football should be. I don't give a shit if put it this way, I wouldn't give a shit if Kevin De Bruyne never started again if Bernardo and Foden started matching these output, you know. I mean, I would be upset that he didn't play because I love him, but I would be happy that Bernardo and Foden were doing well, if that makes sense, you know. So I don't really care who's playing as long as they're performing, because the only thing that matters to me is Manchester City winning. That's literally all I want. So I don't give a shit who gets us those points as long as we get the goals and the wins. Big love to Big Johnny, man, saying good win. good momentum. Indeed, man. Momentum is crucial. I know Arsenal are fucking shite. They really are shite. They're a really bad team. But all it matters sometimes is getting that dub. That big dub. That big tasty dub. And we got that today. So I'm very happy about it. I'm just in my face and that is a sleepy man. I better not be ill for Christmas. I'd be fuming. Thank you so much, Johnny, for the support, man. I really appreciate the super chat. Vader reckons Stones over Laporte. Yeah, fair enough. I swear your priority should be resting more than giving your reaction to us. Nah, I'm not too bad, Ron. I'm going to rest in a bit. Right. You're gone. What are you saying? It's very cute, by the way, Ron. Nicola thinks you're very sweet. You're gone, the Mank one, because you've just been a little bitch. If you've ever been a little bitch on my channel, you're gone. The only ones allowed to be a little bitch is me and Nicola, basically. If anyone starts abusing random users, by the way, you're gone for no reason. And the Mank one was just calling one of my regulars, who's a lovely lad, a glory hunting swear word for no reason. Legand. Don't stick at Legand. Legand's a ledge. Foden needs to start every game, and we need to ditch double pivot. Says Godly, Godly Abel with a very religious name there. I mean, I'm all about Foden playing week in, week out. I do actually. The thing is, as ever with life is all about nuance, and I do actually admit that Foden, as good as he is, also does have some flaws to his game that he needs to improve. You know, he does need to improve his sometimes his involvement in the game. He does go missing a little bit, or he can be a little bit sloppy. I mean, he can glide through. One point in the second half, where he glided past loads of players and kick the ball straight out of play. I do agree that he's rough around the edges, but I do want him playing more because he can't deny that production. Maroma saying, poor Arteta, we should offer him his job back at this rate. I mean, bloody hell. He's gone a little bit like stir crazy, hasn't he? Do you remember that article in The Athletic? When he said like Arteta, like his friends went round to his house and they were worried about him because all he had on his walls was just like paper and tactics and stuff like that. That's a little bit crazy, pal. He lives on his own and he's just got like his room is just covered in stuff. And that's when he was at City and City were doing well. Can you imagine him when Arsenal aren't doing well? I bet he literally is like scrawling tactics on his eyelids and stuff like that. Or he's got it written on his hands and he's mirroring the morning. He's just there. He's looking in the mirror and all of a sudden he's getting toothpaste out and just like going 3-5-2 or something like that. I feel sorry for the guy because he's obviously not handling it very well. Fingers crossed he does find a little bit of confidence over Arsenal, but hopefully not at City's expense because I gotta like the guy. But I think he's jumped into a very toxic cauldron and maybe he's made the wrong decision. Who would have played against Newcastle? Tommy. Eunice does have an agenda against Torres, by the way. Every comment Eunice makes is about Torres. I will say, you've made your point, now move on. No one's claiming Torres is playing particularly well at the moment, by the way, but he does have the benefit of joining as a 20-year-old Spanish person moving to England during a fucking pandemic, learning to play in a team lacking confidence. I know Eunice, you're not having a dig at him personally, but what I will say in general, is that people forget that players are people, you know, that they are human beings, that they do require an adaptation period. Do you know how miserable I felt living in Manchester for the past 10 months and how many people watching this have felt living in their hometowns as well? Like, you can't do anything, man. You just literally go home, sit inside, look out, stare at the grey skies, you know. So you've got to bear in mind that young lads come to Manchester, he can't really go out, make friends, be sociable or anything like that. He can't go out to any restaurants, he can't do anything nice. He's obviously doesn't know the place. I'm not saying he shouldn't be good as a result, but I'm saying you got to bear in mind that it's very tough to adapt in a real normal world. Never mind during a pandemic when he's miles away from his family and he's miles away from all his friends and he's miles away from everything that he knows and he hasn't even had the chance to get up here. I've been miserable. My parents are 10 minutes around the corner. You know, like, it might not be this, by the way, for Ferran Torres, but you got to bear in mind he does get a nice big pass. I think he does get a pass, basically. Eunice saying I'm talking about his energy intensity. I don't think he would. All right, Eunice, maybe, but maybe he's not fully adapted yet. I don't think he's quite as bad as you make it out, by the way. And I do think he needs to get involved more, but I do think he's learning, and I don't think it's a lack of focus or anything like that. Fair enough, man, fair enough. But I don't think it's for a want of lack of trying, if that makes sense. It might be that he doesn't know what he's doing, but he seems like a pretty focused person anyway. But Eunice, I'm not having a go at you, mate. I'm not having a go at you, and you've got very good points if you want to talk about his performances. But I will say, you've got to bear in mind, they are football, they are humans, and there is always extraneous variables. Pretty fancy that football talk, isn't it? Swap Sterling with Martinelli, says Bobby Clark. I don't think that's ever going to happen, mate. Martinelli is a good player. But, you know, that's not going to happen, and obviously, rightfully so. You don't give up, yeah. Martinelli's I like him, by the way. I took him to City. Sean, have a great Christmas, Stephen. Have a great Christmas, everyone else, by the way. Have a wonderful Christmas and be sensible and be safe because, unfortunately, everything we're seeing out there that you think on the news is pretty true, unfortunately. So be careful and be sensible around your family because it's going to be a shit year, but be careful and sensible. That's all I will say because I want everyone to be happy and everyone to be comfortable and everyone to be well, and everyone to be here next year. So be careful and have a good time with your loved ones. Have a lovely Christmas. Yeah, Sandy was basically visible for his first 12 months. I wouldn't say all the 12 months because he got better in the second half of the season. But yeah, opinions on Stephen. George, I thought he was fine. I don't think he's personally. I don't think he's as good on the ball as Ederson. I think he looks a little bit sloppy. I thought he rushed out really well. He's a good backup keeper. I'm not really sure he's gonna. I don't think he has the same natural ability in terms of the ball at his feet as Ederson. So I think Guardiola. I think the team were a little bit less reluctant to build it from the back with him. I genuinely think they were, so I think Guardiola won't obviously put him ahead of him, but he seems good. But Ederson is freakishly good with the ball at his feet, so I think unfortunately, unless he gets suddenly better with the ball at his feet, he hasn't got a chance because we all know that's absolutely critical to how Guardiola plays. Whether we agree or not, by the way, it's just the point I'm making is that he's not going to get in the team. But he's good. He's a good keeper, clearly, and he seems likeable as well. So I can't really, I can't slay him, and I'd feel confident if he had to play some games. Binvor wants Mahrez to Juventus. I mean, that's probably not even unreasonable, mate. I mean, I've got no problem if Mahrez stays, but I wouldn't be surprised either if Mahrez ended up leaving next year. Don't forget, by the way, that anyone, this is a bit of a personal thing, but if anyone struggles over Christmas or whatever, do drop me a DM on Twitter. I always miss DMs, but I always try and get back to them eventually. So if everyone needs a chat about anything at any point or just a rant, just drop me a DM because it's going to be a lonely Christmas for a lot of people this year. And like, I'm going to feel lonely, and I'm still going to have Nicola and see my family briefly, so I don't want to sound too emotional, but like genuinely, if anyone struggles at any point, please do drop me a message, and I'll try my best to get back to you, because, and I mean that because it's going to be shite. It's going to be shite, man, and I do genuinely care about every single one of you. Even though I don't know you, I want everyone to be alright, and I'm feeling emotional even saying that. I'm very emotional today. I'm missing my family a lot. Calm down, Stephen. Who would you play against Newcastle, Stephen? Tommy, I don't know, mate. Let me have a think. Ederson obviously is going to be in goal. Stones and Diaz for me. I'd probably actually give it'd be Walker. I'm not bothered he plays at left back. Maybe play Laporte at left back now. It'd be Mendy, I reckon. Then it will. We know it will be. Who I would play Gundogan at number 6. I would play Bernardo alongside De Bruyne personally. I would play Gabby. I might be tempted to play Aguero if he's fit. It's obviously hard to say. It depends how fit he is. But if he's fit, maybe play Aguero. Sterling I would start personally. And I would be tempted to play Foden on the right, but that's never going to happen. Big love to you too, Jake, man. Keep KDB out against Newcastle. Do you reckon, Sam? I mean, maybe on the bench then potentially, pal. But personally, I want him to start. He's had a nice rest. Start Foden, says New Patrol. It'd be nice. I didn't say he was shit, did I? Mixed Sports. Where did I say? I didn't even mention Mahrez, so I'm not sure where you got that from. Alakook thinks it's very interesting how Jesus played on the left with Foden through the middle. What's your thoughts on Gabby on the left? He couldn't his back fit and firing him staying on. I think he's a good winger, mate. Alakook. I wouldn't be minding playing on the left every now and then. His weird formation, we played like it felt like Mahrez and Gabriel Jesus were. It was like a 4-2-2-2 almost at times because it's like Mahrez and Gabriel Jesus were up top and pulling wide with Bernardo and Foden drifting around them, kind of slightly going through the middle. So it was a weird formation. It's a little bit different. I don't think it fully worked. But I'll take it for now anyway. Fernandinho made more tackles than the entire Arsenal team. Oh, bloody hell, man. What a guy he is. Don't you just love Fernandinho? Do you know who I also love? Double apostrophe and exclamation mark, space exclamation mark. He says, thanks for being the best City channel in all the world. Nice. and all the world. Thank you for letting me be the best, well, in your opinion, City channel. I try my best for you guys. I'm not perfect, but I try and enjoy it and chat football, because there's nothing I would rather do than chat to you guys about football. Thank you so much, man. A big love to you. I really appreciate it. Honestly, genuinely, very kind of you, man. Gabby's an actual winger, says Vader. He's a good winger. I can't deny that. Thomas's lineup would be. You've gone backwards there, man. Yes, a backwards lineup. He says Edison, Walker, Stones, Laporte, Mendy, Dino, Gundogan, KDB, Varane, Aguero, Foden. I wouldn't turn that down. Quagmire, no spamming, please, Quagmire. Family Guy, dude. There might be something in that, mate. There might be something in that. Who knows? Right, okay, I'm going to have to time you out because you're spamming, unfortunately. But I've answered your question. But maybe, I don't think there's any coincidence. I think it might be a coincidence. It might not be. Big heart to you too, man, Binvor. Nice eyes, darling. Is that on me? I'm very tired eyes today. Anyway, guys, I'm losing my voice now because I'm getting very tired. I'm not sure if you can hear. It's very croaky. And I've been chatting for 10 minutes longer than I needed to. And look at those very tired eyes. Big love to you all. I will be back tomorrow, fingers crossed, presuming I'm all right for the 5 Things League. And also, by the way, go and help me out. Go to my Twitter profile, click the top comment, and enter OneFootball's competition. This is like a free plug for them. It's not on the usual sponsored videos, but go and enter the competition because it helps me on the channel. Please. Anyway, I love you all loads. City have won 4-1. It was a wonderful night. It will do. Thank you for watching, as ever. I'm going to rest up. I'm going to get a hot chocolate, actually. A creme brulee hot chocolate from Whittards. I'm very excited. Big love. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a wonderful Christmas if I don't see you beforehand. I will see you beforehand, by the way, plot spoiler. But I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to say it every single time now. Be nice. Be mint. Love you all loads. Bye-bye.